Anyone can sell on eBay. Anyone. But it's not for everybody. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mess Hall. Welcome to Mess Hall Digs. Now, I am a reseller. I sell mostly on eBay, but I got my hands in a couple little cookie jars other than eBay. I got a flea market spot. I got a little thing going on Poshmark. I got some stuff on Amazon. I got some other things going on, but eBay's my bread and butter. And today is kind of like every now and again I like doing a video where I kick you in the pants and try to get you going, get you motivated, see what's going on. You know, like I said in the intro, eBay is for anybody, but it's not for everybody. So we gonna dig deep into some things and see why sales might be a little slow. You know, how come my item isn't selling, Mess Hall? Why is my item sitting on shelves when other people seem to be moving? What am I doing wrong? Well, let's take a look at it. So let me set the scene for you, right? So Taylor Swift is spotted by the paparazzi at the gas station. She's sipping on a cherry Kool-Aid jammer. Who doesn't love cherry Kool-Aid jammers, bruh? And all of a sudden, there's this craze that spreads across the nation, all over Instagram and all over everywhere. You're seeing memes and this and that. And Taylor Swift got her Kool-Aid cherry jammer. And all of a sudden on eBay, prices start skyrocketing. Kool-Aid jammers are hard to find. They're going for like $50 a case on eBay. So you want to jump in and try to make some of that money. So you run down there to Wally World and buy you about 7 pallets of Kool-Aid jammers and you're ready to make some money. But guess what happens? Kim Kardashian is spotted next week drinking diet root beer. And she's saying, cherry Kool-Aid jammers are so last week. Oh my God. And the internet's like, yeah. Who's this Taylor Swift think she is anyway? Kool-Aid jammers suck. Diet root beer for everyone. And now you're stuck with 7 cases of Kool-Aid jammers, and you're wondering why you can't get $50 for yours. So you're trying to sell them off. Now the price is dropping. The stock is dropping.
eBay is down 6.5%.
Now you're stuck like this with all this Kool-Aid in your garage, and you can't move it. And you're thinking to yourself, why is nobody buying mine? Why does no one want to purchase my Kool-Aid jammers? Well, it's probably because you missed out on the trend. The trend lasted so long, a bunch of people jumped on it early, made that money, and then that trend was over. So you got to be very careful what you do on eBay. I know what you're doing. You're thinking to yourself, well, this isn't my fault. This is not my fault, right? It's got to be eBay's fault, right?
It's not your fault.
Well, I'm here to tell you, despite what you may think that it isn't your fault, you are clearly
wrong, sir. Wrong.
Now, here's how I approach things. This is what I think about. It's never going to be eBay's fault. It's always going to be something I'm doing wrong. And people like to take the easy road. They like to think it's not my fault. It's something else. It can't be me. It can't be me. People are coming in. They're coming into my eBay store. I see my items. They're getting a lot of watchers. There's people looking at it. I'm getting a lot of views. People are scoping it out. They're coming into my store. They're just not buying anything.
Buy something or get out.
It's clearly everyone else's fault. There's no way it could be mine. Everyone hates me. I just have bad luck. Oh, well, woe is me. I suck. And now I think to myself, now, maybe I sound like a broken record sometimes. I firmly believe that you don't really need a whole lot of skills to be successful on eBay.
Girls only want boyfriends who have great skills.
Now, you definitely need to work hard. You definitely need to be doing constant revisions. You definitely need to pay attention to what's going on so you don't get stuck up in these weird trends. You don't follow these weird leads. You go after these bolos that are hard to find. You need to find a commonplace, a structure a routine, something that works for you. Lucky for you, Professor Mess Hall's in the house to try to help you out a little bit. I've gathered up a couple things that I think are very important. Maybe you could take a look at and see if you're doing any of these things wrong. And I would try to start there and see if things improve. And we'll go down that road right now. And maybe you've never been down this road before.
You ain't never been down this road before.
But Mess Hall, my Justin Timberlake doll was selling for like $60 on December 14th. Yeah, of course it was. It was right before Christmas. So prices get inflated a little bit before Christmas. The last time one of these sold for $60 was around Christmas time. But guess what? It's March 1st, so it's probably going for about $24. That's what you're going to get because that's the current market. That's the current price. The consumers have set the current price at $24 for your Justin Timberlake doll. And I've seen some crazy things out there in the eBay streets. You know, I look at certain photos. People use interesting backgrounds and things. Typically, you don't want to take pictures of your shoes. Using one of the shelves in your pantry that you normally hold cereal on, probably not a good background or a good aesthetic to put shoes for picture taking to try to sell on eBay. And you got to be very careful using words like awesome condition, excellent condition. I would give these a 10 out of 10. Look at these shoes right here. They've only been worn once. And these are the photos that you're showing you. Yeah, looks like they've only been worn once. To the race track, the muddy race track. I heard vintage clothes sell really well too. Well, guess what? I got a vintage cowboy sweatshirt and it's awesome. There's a lot of cowboy fans out there in the country and there are people out there hunting for vintage cowboy stuff. And I happen to have an awesome vintage made in USA cowboy crewneck sweatshirt and no one's buying it. Why is that? Well, let's take a look at the picture. There could be a couple reasons why no one wants to buy this. All right, enough is enough. Let's break it down. So I have come up with 11 things that you might just want to take a look at. Now, I was going to do my top 10 list. Hey, let's give them 10 good ones, baby. 10 good ones. But because I love y'all so much and I'm in a great mood today, we're going to give you a bonus tip. So we're going to do 11 things that I think eBay might be looking at, customers might be looking at, but we'll call it the reasons why eBay probably hates you. And we'll just throw consumers in there too. It's why consumers probably don't want to buy from you as well. So let's get to that list right now. I love Diet Root Beer. Okay. Reason number 1, eBay hates you. Your price point. So your price point may be off. So I know it's hard when you're looking up comps and you see all these big numbers and hey, there was a point where this sold for $100. Well, that's just not the case in most instances. Maybe it did sell once for that price, but most of them are selling in the $45, $50 range. So that's kind of the price point you want to look at. And you always got to constantly pay attention to your price point. Make sure you're competitive. And sometimes you might even want to go a little bit lower than the leading price point to try to make a sale. Number 2, your shipping costs. I've seen some outrageous shipping charges on eBay. You know, they're charging $45 for shipping on something I know it only costs about $20 to ship. So be careful how you calculate your shipping costs in there. Running free shipping could be helpful. Customers tend to love to buy things that have free shipping. And just take what your calculated shipping cost might be and add that into your price point. And then that way they think they're getting a deal, but they're actually paying for the hidden shipping charge that you've tacked on to what your listing price is. Number 3, your handling time. This is a big one. Now, if I want to buy something and I want it now and I see you have a 3-day handling time on that item, then I know it's going to take 3 days for you to pack it up and even start the shipping process to my location. So that's 3 days added on to about the 4 or 5, maybe sometimes a week it's going to take to get to me. So I strongly encourage having a 1-day handling time so customers know they're going to get their item faster. And unfortunately, as you can see, number 4, feedback score is important. So for beginning sellers, this might hurt you in the beginning. But people do tend to look at what your feedback is. If you only have 8, 9 feedback, They tend to be a little bit wary because they know you're probably a newer seller. They don't know if they can trust you too much. And also, if you have like a 92% feedback rating, that tends to stray customers away because they really like looking at reviews, and those percentage points matter. So make sure when you are selling things that you are trying to achieve the best feedback rating you possibly get if they decide to leave feedback for you. I know pictures, number 5, play a huge role, and that's like eye candy, I call it. It's like eye candy. You first see it, you're like, oh my goodness, that looks wonderful. And white backgrounds are usually pretty good, but as long as you have a nice clear background with clear pictures so the customer can see any flaws that might be in there, you're looking pretty good with pictures. I know Mess Hall showed a couple examples of what not to do. And also, like, let's say you're selling a men's size 12 Jordan shoe or something, and this is, that's how big it looks in the picture. It's like you can barely see what Jordan it is, and you want close up pictures and stuff. So customers, that's all they have to go off of is what pictures you're showing them. So make sure they're clear and they're really good, and try to take 12 if you can. Don't just have 1 or 2 pictures. That's not a lot for customers to go off of. Your title is very important. You want to use descriptive words. You want to get straight to the point. Just like if you were going to buy something, what would you put in the search bar on eBay? Now, for me, I wear a size 12, so I would say, I want a new pair of Jordans. Let's go on eBay and see what they got. So I would put men's size 12 Jordan 1 bread. That's what I want to look for. So keep that in mind when you're making your title so customers can find you. Description is also important. You want to make sure you list any flaws that might be on the item, point them out to a particular spot. Say picture number 6 has a small stain. Have measurements in your description so they know when they're buying an extra large t-shirt, they can compare the pit to pit size and total length size to an extra large shirt they may have, so they know it's going to fit when it gets to them. Don't just put something in there like, this is really nice, and that's it. Not a very good description. You may consider using the eBay Global Shipping Program to enhance some international sales. I know here with Mess Hall, averages about 5 international sales per week, believe it or not. So it really opens up the business. It gets some more sales driven in. So if you open up your eBay store to selling internationally, the Global Shipping Program is what we use. We really like it. You can get sales that way. People overseas would love to buy your stuff. So give them that opportunity. Return policy is another good one. We use free returns here, and it's 30-day free returns, so that adds that extra comfort element to the customer. When I buy from them, if I have any issues with the item, I have 30 days to return it. There are some eBay sellers that they don't have a return policy at all. No returns accepted. So the only protection the customer gets is that 7 days if the item isn't as described or whatever. That the customers might tend to avoid you if you offer no returns. You have to have confidence in your product to be able to offer some kind of decent return package. Customer service is also kind of key because we get emails all the time. Customers want to know, hey, could you measure this? Or I noticed there's no pit-to-pit measurement on this shirt. Could you please send me that? Like customers, if they're interested and they have additional questions about the item you're trying to sell, you have to have that customer service to try to make that sale. So whatever the customer's asking you for, don't just be a snoot and be like, if you figure it out. No, you want to be a good business person, respond quickly, and it might result in a sale. And the last one is, it might be the most important. You have to stay active on eBay. You want to make sure you're listing regularly. You're looking at your store, you're adjusting prices, you're sending offers, you're answering emails. You want to be active on the site. You want to show that, hey, I really care about this thing and I'm going to try to make adjustments as much as possible, and just be active, because there might be something that went up in price. There might be something that dropped in price. You got to pay attention to these things and adjust accordingly so the consumers know that, hey, this person's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and buy from Mess Hall because we love what he's doing. Now remember, this is just Mess Hall Diggs, Professor Mess Hall's opinion on things that I try that seem to work for me. Just give them a try. It's not a proven theory. It's not guaranteed to work. I'm not offering that here. I'm just trying to give you some options, some things that you might not have thought of. Try it out, see if it works for you. And I appreciate you coming by and listen to me rant and rave and try to help you out. That's what I do. It's all love, man. We're a community. I just want to help people out. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. And oh, by the way, if you try these things and you still get frustrated and it's just painful to go through this eBay process, and it's painful and it's clogging your mind and it's frustrating you, and eBay just might not be for you.
It's not your fault.
I know.